So let's talk about what happens when two of the biggest technologies on the planet collide. You've got artificial intelligence on one side and cryptocurrency on the other. It's a mix that's promising a total revolution, but, it also comes with some serious risks.
Just think about that for a second. What if AI wasn't just cooked up in some secret lab in Silicon Valley? What if instead it was something anyone, anywhere could help build, tap into, and even get paid for, all on an open, decentralized network?
And that, right there, is the huge, ambitious vision behind AI crypto. The whole idea is to build a brand new economy, but for intelligence itself. And the foundation for it all? The trust and transparency of the blockchain. Okay, let's really get into this.
So what exactly are we talking about here? Well, at its core, AI crypto is all about using the blockchain to run AI-powered tools and marketplaces. The goal is to seriously level up these things called decentralized apps, or dApps, and basically help build out Web 3, that vision for a new decentralized internet, by making AI a verifiable piece of the puzzle. Okay, to really get a handle on how this might work, let's zoom in on one of the most interesting projects out there, Bittensor. Their goal is, frankly, massive: to create a genuine peer-to-peer marketplace for machine intelligence.
The concept at its heart? It's actually pretty brilliant and kind of simple. You've got all these AI models on a network, constantly checking each other's work. The ones that provide the best, most valuable insights get rewarded with the network's token, called Tile. It's like a self-organizing, competitive ecosystem, but for intelligence.
Now, the way this is built is really smart. It's got two separate layers. You've got the fast lane, the AI layer, where all the super fast AI interactions happen, and then you have the blockchain layer, which is like the slow, super secure public ledger. That's the source of truth that keeps track of everyone's rank and, of course, pays out the rewards. And here is the million-dollar question, right? In any system like this, without a central boss watching over things, what's to stop a few bad actors from just ganging up, giving each other 5-star reviews, and gaming the system to get all the rewards?
And this is where it gets really clever. The network basically measures trust. If a little group, they call them a cabal, only talks to each other and ignores the rest of the network, they get flagged as untrustworthy. Over time, they become isolated, and their power and their rewards just fade away. It's a pretty elegant way to keep everyone honest.
All right, so that's one way to do it, through pure competition. But there's another major play happening in this space, and it's built on a totally different idea: collaboration. We're talking about 3 pioneering projects that are actually merging into one giant.
So you've got these 3 key players, and they each do something different but complementary. Think of it this way. Fetch.ai makes the little AI worker bots that can go out and do things. SingularityNET is the marketplace where those bots can shop for different AI skills. And Ocean Protocol? That's the secure data library that fuels the whole operation.
And so, they've joined forces to create what they're calling the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, or ASI for short. The mission is pretty clear: build a powerful, decentralized alternative to the AI that's currently being built behind closed doors by big tech.
Yeah, and this is way more than just a press release. They are actually merging their separate cryptocurrencies, FET, AGX, and Ocean, into one single token, ASI. They've got these fixed conversion rates to combine their economies into one unified system.
Okay, I know, this all sounds amazing, right? Like something straight out of science fiction. But this is where we need to pump the brakes and take a hard, critical look at what's really going on here.
So we have to ask, are we watching a genuine technological revolution unfold? Or is this just some of the smartest marketing we've ever seen, riding a massive hype train and just throwing around the right buzzwords?
You really got to know what to watch out for. First up, the unnecessary token. If the AI tool works perfectly fine without a crypto token, you have to wonder if the token is just there for speculation. Then there's the big technical hurdle. AI needs crazy fast computing power, but blockchains are often slow on purpose for security. And, of course, you've got projects that slap AI on the label when they're not really doing AI, or worse, are just straight-up scams.
And look, you don't just have to take my word for it. The well-known developer Andrei Cronje put it pretty bluntly. He argues that these two technologies often just don't mix well, and that right now, a lot of projects are just using the AI name to pump their prices.
So how do you sort the good from the bad? Well, here's a pretty solid checklist. First, ask yourself, is this actually solving a real problem?
Second, who's the team? Are they legit with real experience? Third, is there a product I can see and touch, or is it just a fancy idea on paper? And maybe most important, is the token actually needed for this whole thing to work?
So when you zoom out and look at the big picture of AI crypto, you see this massive tug of war. It's this incredible world-changing promise on one side and some very real, very significant danger on the other. It's all about separating the signal from the noise.
And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? On one hand, the promise is a future with open access to AI, new economies, better data security, the whole shebang. But the peril is just as real, a market driven by pure hype, useless tokens, tech that doesn't work, and straight-up fraud.
Look, and that is a big if these projects can actually make AI and blockchain work together seamlessly, the payoff could be historic. We're talking early days of the internet-level opportunities. But let's be absolutely clear. This is the Wild West. These are highly speculative assets, and the risk is enormous.
So I guess the main thing to take away from all this is that the potential here is staggering, for sure, but the path to get there is anything but certain. The line between innovation and illusion is getting thinner, and that's especially true in AI.